Welcome back, folks. It is 5:08 on this wonderful Monday evening. I'm Josephine Sage. Let's talk weather. The first thing I want to touch on is actually our sunset today, 5:55 p.m. So very, very soon, within the next about 50 minutes, we're going to see that sunset, but very close. We're going to start to get across that 6 p.m. border for sunset on March 9th. And then March 10th, we're switching to past a 7 p.m. sunset because of daylight savings. That's just 20 days away until March 10th, so it is just around the corner to change those clock batteries, to set those, clocks forward, and of course change those fire alarm batteries as well. And outside, as we look forward to this later sunset, we're even noticing quite a nice sky outside right now on America's Mattress Live Tower Cam. Minimal cloud coverage, except maybe somewhere in those higher elevation areas, there is a little bit of some low-lying cloud coverage. And shifting our attention even over Montrose, we're also looking at some beautiful skies as we get into these evening hours. Now, we are expecting a little bit of some possible unsettled weather as we look into tomorrow for those higher elevation regions, and even for us locally as we look towards late Tuesday night and into Wednesday. However, regardless of this moisture that we're going to start to watch move on in, we are expecting above average temperatures as we start the work week, as we get into the middle of the work week, and even wrapping up the work week. Afternoon highs are upper 50s and low 60s for us here in the Grand Valley. Now, nationally, ahead of this cold front, ahead of this, moisture that we're expecting tomorrow, we're watching this high pressure ridge stick around at least until tomorrow. When that moisture will start to move on in, we're going to take a quick pause at 3 p.m. tomorrow when a lot of those northern mountains and through the Great Basin are receiving some moisture. Fast forwarding into that Tuesday 8 p.m. hour, northern and central mountains are expecting some snow. Locally, we do have about a 30 to 40% chance for some rain showers, but that will shift fairly quickly into Wednesday morning. Still really only focusing that snow through the higher regions, at least until Wednesday p.m. hours, when there is again another chance for some rain showers here locally. But because of these warm temperatures, we might be seeing a lot of virga with this moisture where we'll see it fall, but we're not necessarily going to get any accumulation here, at least in the Grand Valley. Now, we'll notice in our snow potential as we watch this moisture move on in, there is snow potential for the flat tops, the boat cliffs, and even spreading down towards Vail Pass, but very minimal at that. We'll take a magnifying glass on this as well, and we'll notice again 3 p.m. hour tomorrow, scattered showers through Crested Butte and Aspen. Then we're going to fast forward into Wednesday. We're waking up, just those northern mountains are receiving that snowfall. But then locally, we're fast forwarding Wednesday p.m. hours. Slight chance for some rain through Fruita, even Mac, even Loma on Wednesday afternoon. By Wednesday p.m., we are looking at another chance for some moisture, even spreading down towards Montrose. But in terms of accumulation, it is very minimal. And temperatures, like I did mention, even with this moisture moving on in, they're staying above averages. 57 degrees in Grand Junction right now, 56 as we look towards Montrose. We'll notice earlier this afternoon, we were pushing a full 10 degrees above those seasonal averages at 58 instead of that typical 48. Now, tonight, we are looking at above those freezing temperatures. However, we're not quite yet towards that last freeze. The typical last freeze is on April 22nd, 63 days away, so we're going to continue to watch these evening lows and see when we're finally going to start to push up above that hard freeze line. Now, Discovery Auto Group 7-day forecast, regardless of those evening lows, we're going to notice warm 50s, 60s, even through those weekend days locally for the afternoon highs. Montrose, we are looking at 55 tomorrow, 54 on Wednesday, slight decrease on Thursday, but then returning those mid to upper 50s through the weekend.